Boy, oh boy, I love doing these book reviews. One of my favorite things to do is read and apply what I am reading to my life. And so I really enjoy coming on the Life and Transitions Experts podcast every now and then, sharing some of the stuff that I'm reading and giving you a quick review. And today we're looking at I think pretty amazing book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattle. I was reading some work from Bob Proctor, who is an awesome um, personal development instructor. Rest in peace. I think he just passed away last year. It may have been earlier this year, but probably last year. But Bob Proctor was an amazing guy, and he kept bringing up this book. He actually I heard about it from his mentor, Earl Nightingale, one of the uh, first and foremost, if not pioneers in the space of personal development. I mean, I know personal development has been going on since there's been humans on this earth, but to make it a industry that we know now, I think Earl Nightingale was one of the pioneers, him and his partner. And so today we're looking at this very short book, one of three in a series of books by Wallace Waddle. But this is the one I'm the most familiar with, The Science of Getting Rich. I have probably read it about 30 to 40 times since I picked it up last year. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So I want to share at least 7 key points that I took away from it. And hopefully it'll be helpful to you. And if you have some books that you would encourage me to look at, to read, please share, drop it in the DM, send me a text. Check out me out on Instagram at Courtney Rollins IG, or you can reach out to me on the YouTube channel Life and Transitions Experts Podcast, or go to the Facebook group and join us, Life and Transitions Experts. We're here helping folks go through the biggest transition in life. Before I jump into it, I definitely going to say that one of the things that I do is wholesale real estate. I find discounted properties and I'm able to either keep them for myself in my portfolio or assign those that deep discount to a end buyer, an investor usually. And you may ask who in the world would sell their property at a discount, knowing that quite often property values are quite often high or maybe the largest part of someone's net worth. There are many people out there who need support, who are willing to trade speed and convenience for a discounted price. And one of the ways that I locate those folks is helping people through the probate process. Now, I don't go in thinking, hey, I'm going to buy your property. I go in listening as best I can and sharing my humble opinion and my humble experience as a probate specialist, not an attorney, not a financial advisor, not giving no legal or financial advice. That's my disclaimer. But I am sharing my experience with folks, and I think it's been helpful. My Google reviews and responses from folks that I've worked with would state that it's been helpful. And as a result, I've been able to find sometimes when it fits the criteria for everyone, property that I can actually get at a discount and either assign to my own company or assign to someone else. And one of those things, like really anything in life, like Jim Rome says, your personal success cannot exceed your level of personal development. So I'm very big on surround myself with positive, helpful instruction that allows me to take action. What they say, unwavering faith, definiteness of purpose, a burning desire, and consistent action, undefeated. So far, undefeated. So let's get into it. All right. So first of all, the science of just a quick overview. The Science of Getting Rich. It's a self-help classic. It was written actually in 1910, and it provides some really valuable insights. It's really to the point, and even in today's terms, I think it's to the point. I don't think you would find the language too outdated. Some of the examples may be specific to that time period, but I don't think it's too outdated. And number one thought is the power of thought. Everything has to form in the thought first. Everything has to form in the spirit first. So even if you're talking about mindset, if you're thinking about a purpose or a desire, an idea, it has to come and be held in the mind. As a man thinketh, such as he is. James Allen, great book as well, that I'd highly recommend as well. But being able to hold a positive and constructive thought brings it into form when it is held strong enough, long enough, and backed by faith and action. This isn't just a thought where you just let it go and you're just in the dream world. But this is some science to it. Things are always coming in and out of form, and so if we're able to hold a form, hold a thought, we're able to bring that into fruition with enough faith and action, which goes also with the law of attraction. You know, there's a lot of conversations, especially in the last 20 some odd years, or really we've been able to be cognizant, I assume, about what is the law of attraction and how having corresponding thoughts and beliefs can help create circumstance and outcomes in our lives. And this is definitely something that the book is espousing or promoting, that our thoughts and actions, when they align, they can generate and manifest wealth and success. And again, this isn't just boom, it just happens, but you have to put in the work, but it has to be focused. You know, what you focus on is what you attract. So if I'm focused on getting out of debt, I'm going to attract more debt. But if I'm focused on prosperity, serving, helping others, giving, I'm going to be able to receive and attract that. So that's awesome. Number three, my favorite is taking action. Yes, you cannot just sit there with a thought and a belief. You have to take the right, efficient action. And it's not just saying work hard, 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 but you need to work in a smart, intelligent, faithful, moving forward way. You know, being efficient means prioritizing. Being busy is not the same as being productive. So being able to have a clear picture of what you want, and then being able to recognize what are those key most important next steps that I need to take that's going to lead me to that path, and forgetting all the rest, you know, or at least putting it to the side, knowing that, hey, I have to go after these specific goals is so important. Efficient action, not just random action, but efficient action is so important. And we know that challenges come up in our life. So, number four is so important, having the right attitude towards wealth. Now, I have definitely was a victim of this. I used to be almost like a hippie thinking, or just not really putting too much discipline to my life. In the past, I was just really just the flow with the go, happy go lucky, and there's nothing wrong with being happy, but I found that without focus, without discipline, my life was in a whirlwind. And the when I started applying self discipline, like Zig Ziglar says, the tougher I am on myself, the easier life became on me. The clearer things in my life became, my priorities became clearer, my principles became more clear, and I have a um, a sense of joy and that sustains with me regardless of what goes on in the world. And particularly when I thought about, like, oh man, rich people or wealthy people must be evil, or the love of money is evil and things of that nature. But those were really self-limiting beliefs for me. When I'm recognizing the only way that I can obtain wealth is to give wealth. The only way I can obtain prosperity is to be prosperous already and give out. You know, if I want $100 million, I need to give out $100 million in service. If I want love, I need to give love. If I want friends, I need to be a friend. So having the right attitude towards wealth is definitely something that's very important. That I think, well, I can speak for me, and I'm sure many of us have to come to grips with if we want to move towards and leverage the science of getting rich. My another favorite, besides taking action, is the importance of gratitude. He says on chapter 7, the whole process of mental adjustment can be summed up in one word: gratitude. It keeps us closer to our source of strength and power, whether you believe that's God, a universal light, energy, whatever you believe that is. When you and I cultivate gratitude, we see more things to be grateful for. It's a habit that forms, and we attract more positive experiences in our lives. Yes, indeed. And so I really, really appreciate that. Number six, hey, cause and effect. That's it. Giving and receiving. I just spoke earlier. If I want to create wealth, I have to give. I have to serve. Something has to be in the service of mankind. That's the whole way we're set up. And so I also have to be able to receive, and receive in a way that allows me to expand and give as well. So being able to generate wealth in a way that is not hoarding, that's not how you say the scarcity mindset, is so important, because we want to be in harmony, because you can receive and you can build in a hoarding fashion, but that is limited. That is going to have its limit, and it's not going to sustain and fulfill, at least in my humble opinion and in the opinion of this book. So you're giving not only the act of giving not only benefits others, it also opens up you for channels to receive an abundance as well. And I really appreciate that. And then the last thing we'll share is the power of faith and visualization. It's sort of like a sum of all these things, but being able to have faith, the substance of things unseen, or hope for, tearing up the scripture, but it is a beautiful thing to be able to practice faith and visualization. One of the things that many of us, well, I wouldn't say many of us, but it is hard, it is challenging to think clearly, as opposed to just letting our minds wander and go off, but to be able to hold a thought specifically, with unwavering faith, regardless of appearances, can be a challenge. To know that regardless of your circumstance, situation, you already are there in that space that you, of whatever you desire, can be a challenge to acquire. But with practice and with faith, it does happen, and the benefits are amazing. And that's how we create this world. That's how we create our world. And so those are really seven key points from the science of getting rich. Highly recommend you pick it up. You can get it anywhere, Amazon. You can reach out to me and I can send you a copy. If you are thinking about a real estate journey, or if you need help with probate, go ahead and scan the QR code or reach out to me at any of those tags there. Courtney at Do REI Deals, Courtney at Estate Pro Service. Send me a DM, whatever you would like. The best way for us to connect. I would love to see how I can be a part of your journey. I'm not selling any courses or anything like that. I'm trying to give as much as I can. Iron sharpens iron, so that's why I'm doing it. This is Courtney Rollins with the Life and Transitions Experts. Go check out the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Another light review, and you let your light shine. Cheers.